Somebody just pointed out to me, like, the frequently asked question about Kirsten Johnson is Dick Johnson still alive? Like, that's the question, which is, how good is that?
The fact that he's willing to keep doing this.
Right? He's doing for you with love.
He's doing it for me with love. Yeah, he'll do anything for me. Can you just, like, put one arm up against the wall? Like, yeah, that's nice.
This idea came to me in the fall of 2016. We wrapped at Skywalker mixing Moments Before Sundance in January 2020. The crew went from me and my dad to a 3-person crew to a 7-person crew to a 50-person crew. The editing process was conceived as something that would happen throughout the whole film. So we were like trying to toggle back and forth between what we experienced and filmed and what we imagined. I have stuff in this film from a Canon C300. I have a little Panasonic EVA-1 that I love. And then all the way up to the Phantom when we were shooting in slow-mo on the set for the Heaven and Hell stuff. The biggest day, I think we had 8 people. It helps to have like a mask in front of somebody's face because like you can get the same person to be multiple people. I think we filmed him about 10 different ways of dying, but then at a certain point we realized like, oh, people are afraid of him dying, so we don't have to.
She kills me multiple times.
Action!
The resurrected dad.
Yeah, resurrected dad.
Can you walk me through that first conversation with Dick Johnson of like, Dad, here's the movie, I'm gonna kill you. A lot of times.
It's really simple. He just laughed. And he was also just like, nobody wants to see a movie about me. Like, what? But sure. You know, like he's loose in a certain way. He's loose with me. He's like, there's nothing you can do that will take away what is our relationship. And also, you know, like I know dementia's no joke. It's really strange what it does to people. And it's perfectly unpredictable. So the ethical dilemma of like, is it okay what I'm doing was with me every step of the way. Because from the period when I had the dream to then when we got financing from the movie, my father's dementia had advanced. And I was like, I got to give the money back. Like, I can't make this movie. So one of the hardest parts was for the first time ever in my career, getting money in advance and not being able to spend it in the ways I dreamed of. You know, like I dreamed of taking my dad to Hong Kong. We were going to go to Ghana, where I'd met this amazing man who owned this casket shop called Paul Willie's 6 Feet Deep Shop, you know, where he makes caskets in the shapes of things. I was going to put my dad on an ice floe and set him out. Like I had dreams. And then the first time we shot Dad in the street, like trying to get hit by a bicycle, I was like, oh, we're not going anywhere. Like we're doing this at home.
Right here.
So that was really hard to have, like, you know, it's just like cinema, like usually it's no money. Now I got money and I like protagonist can't go, you know, like got a diva on my hands.
But now it's upon us, the beginning of his disappearance.
The thing I hate most about my memory loss is that it hurts people's feelings.
Talk to me about the moment you had the thought, the dream, to create the movie, Dick Johnson is Dead.
You know, it was literally a dream, right? And I'm a big dreamer. People have different reoccurring dreams, but my reoccurring dream, if I'm filming a lot, is there's a little red light in the corner of my dreams and it says REC. And I actually dream in recording mode. I love it when I have that dream because then it means I'm sort of like in this landscape of filming. But the Dick Johnson is Dead dream was, you know, a man I didn't recognize in an open casket sitting up and saying, I'm Dick Johnson and I'm not dead yet. But it hit me as fast as can be that I wanted to do the funeral while Dad was alive. It came together as a package of like, oh, this is it.
Like that.
It is so weird to see your buddy in a coffin. This is not good for me.
I came into this moment knowing from camera person, I am not going back. We are pushing this form forward. We are breaking some rules. We are making work that we've never seen before. Like, why else do it, right? So I was really energized and freed by camera person and sort of exhilarated by the way people got it, you know, like that was so cool. I didn't know if they were going to get it or not. In the course of making this film, the space between life and death has stretched out for me the space between the present and the future, the present and the past. Oh, part of this movie is like Dick Johnson is dead. It's like the Dick Johnson who would really know what it meant to have made the Oscar shortlist and would be celebrating with me. He doesn't get it. But also the Dick Johnson who knows he's proud of me no matter what. He's like, that's great news. So he's alive and he's dead right now. Parts of him that I knew and ways that we got to be together don't exist anymore. But he's still picking up the phone,
Yeah.
You know that you woke up in the middle of the night last night. You got fully dressed. Do you remember any of that?
No.
Yeah.
What can we do about that?
I don't know.
On the one hand, my dad's good. He's a white American man who had a family, who had a job, who had a home. He's old. He's good. He does not need anything. And this is normal, right, for someone to die. But I think I knew all of that to be true. And I know there's all kinds of other subject matter that needs to be dealt with in this world right now. Mm-hmm. And yet for me, Kirsten Johnson, the person, unbearable. Unbearable, the idea that my father would disappear. So, just interesting to just say okay, what can I do about it? Can this experiment that's personal between us matter to other people?
His moments of forgetfulness are going to spread. He'll ask the same questions over and over again. His eyes will get that distant look. And his personality will begin to fade away. And he won't be able to follow what I'm saying, so I won't be able to ask him any more advice. And the whole time we'll just be trying to get by.
As a dad of 2 kids, I only wish my kids will love and miss me that much, or can't fathom the day that I'm not here when they're adults. How does that part happen?
I'm still studying at the school of Dick Johnson. It is so other level. So he's now in a dementia care facility and I can visit him outside, distance. And I have twin 9-year-olds and we're working on the reading and, the homeschooling. I'm talking to him about it. And I do this. I try to do this is ask for more advice from him because he's not giving it to me at this point, but just keep asking for it. And I go through this whole thing about the reading and whatever. And I'm talking about our daughter, Viva. And he just says, listen, all you have to do is appreciate her. Just appreciate her. And I was this is what my dad has done for me my entire life. And when my kids were born, he showed up, he came to visit the week they were born. And they were little preemies, they were this big. He was talking to them with the same kind of respect and curiosity that he talks to me. And I was like, oh, he's been doing this my whole life. On some simple level, a kid gets it. If you're saying, if the vibe you're giving them is, I appreciate you, I am curious about you, and I'm so glad you're here. That's it. It surprises me how invested I am in this relationship at, 55 years into it, but he earned it. He earned it.